Hi, so today's pedal of the day was going to be this little baby, the Eurotech Microphase. Beautiful little pedal, and it was born in 1976, 21st of April, so it's nearly its birthday. Gosh, and I know I sound like an old man, but I cannot believe this. It was 45 years ago or whatever that I first saw these pedal. Seems insane to me, but it was our attempt to keep up with the smaller pedals that were coming out. I guess that were just trying to launch. In fact, it was ahead of its time, really. Oh yeah, sadly I turned it on and it didn't work. It was really trying. That's going to have to go to the pedal doctor and have a pedal hospital and be sorted out. So I went through my box of vintage delights and came up with a PhazeX, which worked beautifully until the knob came off. And so I opened her up, and looking inside has these ludicrous pots with these long plastic shafts on them, which are just made to break. So, and this one had snapped off totally, so I went into the pedal hospital, or the shed some people would call it, and I got a little panel pin and heated it up until it was red hot, and I put it through the middle of the pot and then drilled the shaft out and put it back on the top, and it seems to be working. But what I'm going to do now, I'll reassemble it. You might want to just have a little look at the inside, and the old tropical fish caps. This was really changing technology at the time. That British made switch still going strong, and the really quite crude soldering. This was years before solder baths or anything like that. And even though these are they're not the greatest bit of design in the world, they're still working. Well, even with a sort of false panel pin inside it. Anyway, I'll give it a final clean up and put it back together, and see you in a minute. Yes, we made it. We've made it to pedal of the day. It was touch and go, but we made it. So here is the Colorsound PhazeX. I love that logo, filling the whole thing up. The little repair sort of worked, but I'm going to be very careful with it, because it was fine before I put it back in the box. But it's a swine to put in here. Everything is attached to the circuit board, so you have to shove that into place, and then to get these in, you have to bend those shafts from the pots through the holes. Then there's these little holders that go over them, and they have to be bashed on. So it's quite a brutal procedure, and they're just not up to it, those pots. And I was finding it hard to believe that we actually made this pedal, because it is a real departure from the normal way a Colorsound pedal was made in that era. And I called Dave about it. I called Dave Bain. He said, "Well, you know what, mate? I think at that point there was a change in production, and it may not have been made in the Colorsound factory. Somebody else could have been making the pedal. A lot was going on at that point in time. Colorsound was pretty successful by this point. So yeah, maybe they were looking to outsource the production, or looking at new ways of manufacturing. I don't like it anyway. But well, I didn't like it till I plugged it in. Then it sounds lovely. It's great sound. I don't know, a phaser, I always think it should sound like some sort of like a chipmunk eating nuts. Munching away. I also don't like a phaser to have a big sort of hump in it, a big in-your-face hump. Nothing worse than a big in-your-face hump. Something a little bit dirty about it. Something funky about it. The hump's there if you want it. There it is. And the speed control is crazy. That's got to be the bubble sound in the big Doppler tone pedal we made. So be very careful. So that's out of a song called Marriage Bureau Rendezvous by a band called 10cc, who I loved them as I was growing up. And it's funny, about a year ago, a guy came in the shop and we were talking about phasers. And I said, I'll tell you a phase sound I really like, that intro. Out of that 10cc song. And I'd really love to know what Graham Gouldman used. Because I've always wanted to know if it was like a Colorsound PhazeX. It sounds like one. And he said, well, he's a friend of mine, I'll give him a ring. I said, really? He said, yeah, I've got his number on my phone. So I said, wow, amazing. So he rang him, he went, oh, Graham. I said, I'm going. He said, yeah, Marriage Bureau Rendezvous, you remember Deceptive Bench, yeah? Yeah, the phaser you used. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh great. Yeah, oh fantastic, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, it wasn't. So that was kind of the conversation. So disappointing, but it's still oh, I just happen to have a fuzz pedal here as well. I mean, I think phaser was this marvellous sound in the 70s, sort of, before everyone got hooked on chorus in the 80s, and after people, maybe they just had a bit of a fuzz overload, they needed some sound, and I think there's something very cool about phaser. Well, fuzz, sorry, yeah. What it sounds like with fuzz. So this will go off and have its pot replaced now, and go back into the archives, and hopefully re-meet with its little friend, the microphase, and they'll be good chums again. See you tomorrow, and thanks for listening to Pedal of the Day.